get started making the sleeves to put the little drawers in. Now, you have several packs of paper. You have pack A and B in one pack. You have C in another, and you have D in the final one. We're going to be using each of these, and we're going to start with A as the first one. So we're going to start with sleeve A, and as you can tell, it's got some pretty fall colors with it. I'm going to use the papers out of this kit here. Now you'll see that B is packaged actually separately inside. You spread that out a little bit. B is packaged separately inside of the A pack. That was just to save an envelope. So I'm going to put B aside for the moment and just keep out the A pieces. Well, I took out the drawer A ends, and now I'm going to do just the sleeve packet. What we're going to do is take the linen cardstock. We're going to burnish it. The score lines are already there. And I'm going to burnish it this direction so the pretty linen paper shows up. Now that I've got it burnished, you can see it actually forms a sleeve. And to make that sleeve work really well and be very nice and tight, we're going to use the appropriate drawer that goes with it. If I can find it here, I marked them A. And I'm going to turn my drawer this direction, put it inside of it like this, and then when I get ready to adhere these together, I have something to push against. As you can tell here, that gives me a firm surface. And then see, it'll fit more snugly so that we can pull the drawer out of this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use some glue. Put a little bit of glue on there. Fold this over, line it up the best I can. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now I have a sleeve. We take the mats that are included. We've got this one here, and we've got this one here. One for the top of the sleeve, one for the bottom. And in this finished sample here, you can see I use the pretty bluish aqua color background with the leaves on top of this. Then I use the embossing folder that's included in your kit, and I embossed this. I had two in there, and attached it on top of the decorative paper. Now, on your cutting guide, the decorative paper is cut to 4 by 5.5. That's the color, that's the size that you'll need to cut this piece here. Then we're going to anchor this to it. And you also got a little packet in your box, or kit, I should say, like this, where I pre-cut some little mushrooms for you. Now, I distressed mine, as you can tell on here, ran some ink over them, and glued or popped them up on top. I also included a little bar of reddish brown cardstock so that you could include the word Hello Autumn on there. You can see it there. So distress your edges of your Hello Autumn and your mushrooms, and you're going to pop those up on top. We're going to take recap here, 10 to go on the top here. We're going to take number 11 and put it on the bottom. We're going to take number 12, put it on the side. 13 on the other side, and then you can cut the decorative paper. The side printed paper there is 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4, and again the top is 4 by 5 1/4. So you'll need to cut the decorative paper to do those. Now I'm going to pause from talking and assemble this so that you can see exactly what I am about to do. So I'm going to glue my decorative paper down. Glue the other one down. Maybe I'll put it on the other side, just keep the sticker from showing. Then I'll go ahead and glue this down to the top or the bottom, either one, same exact size. Now this is the top, so it's going to give a little bit because I don't have the drawer this way. If you want a tighter surface, something hard to press against, go ahead and flip your drawer over. But what I recommend you do is take out the drawer and just press down firmly from the inside. Just press down firmly from the inside. Then we're going to put it back in, and we're going to do the other side. Same way. See, this goes very quickly. It's not a very long process. Excellent. Now we'll do the two side panel pieces. Again, these are cut to 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4 inches. Oopsie. Yeah, I just about glued it straight to the box, didn't I? It happens. And then take this one, glue it to the other little panel. Scoot it down to center it a little bit, and glue both of those to the side of my box. Alrighty. Get it back in frame. That one goes down. Not worried about direction because this has no up or down pattern. It's at random. And now I've got my little box and my little sleeve and drawer done. Now I'm going to take and apply the embossed piece. I ran it through the Big Shot or the die cutting machine with the embossing folder that came in your kit. I'm going to go ahead and just glue that down to the top of my box. I keep saying box and I mean sleeve. I think you know what I'm talking about. Just to clarify, on top of my sleeve. I'm generous with the glue on this because I do want it to stay. And again, I'm going to pull the drawer out, turn it upside down, press on the inside to make sure I've got a good solid glue fit. Now I'm going to take my mushrooms. I'm going to distress them. We'll do that together here. Use a little applicator. I'm using the Distress Ink Vintage Photo today just because that was what was handy. And I'm trying to get underneath the mushroom just a little bit to show some shadows around the edges. And I'll do the red one. I'll do the orange one. It just gives it a little more depth. Just rounds it up a little. Okay, and there's the orange one. And I believe there's supposed to be one more little mushroom somewhere. I left it in the package, guys. Here we go. This is the same color that I use in a lot of my projects. I love craft, the color craft. All right, now Now I'm going to pop these up on top, and then we'll add our little piece of cardstock there, and then you can choose which wording you want to add to that. So let me pop those up. I'm just going to use a little bit of mounting foam tape. And get that going. I'm just going to do it down the stem because I want to leave it loose. And I'll put a little piece down the other two. I like mounting foam tape because I can cut it to size. I'm doing the back side. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. That's a little large. And now I'm going to pull the backings off and we'll attach those. And I'm just going to kind of cluster them right here in the corner of the sleeve. I'm going to put my hand in so I can press against it. Okay. I'm going to pop this up on here. And then you can choose the wording that you wish to use and finish this up. We're going to stop for a moment. Now we're going to complete sleeve B. So we're going to take our little sleeve packet here. We're going to open it up. It's got B at the top. Now, I'll remind you again, when you see that some of these are not scored perfectly, it's because for the videos I try to use up whatever arrows I made before. You can see on here that I actually scored it twice right here. So I'll ignore the second score line. You don't have to worry, yours is perfect. So I'm going to burnish these score lines, making sure I keep it nice and straight when I burnish them. Burnish this one. Okay, burnish this one. And lastly, here. Once again, I'm going to move a little quicker this time because I've already given you one example, but I do want to do these live on the camera. So I'm putting the drawer in upside down. I'm now going to see if it measures pretty close. I'm hoping I get one that, oh, here's a good one that doesn't measure quite right. That's okay. What I can do, if it doesn't measure exactly right when I glue them together, well, it's really, really, really close. But if you have just a little bit of an edge there, you can take your scissors and just trim off just a little bit there to where it won't show. This is the back of the sleeve, so more than likely it won't. So I'm going to put that back in here, put my glue on there. No, it doesn't make any difference which flap you glue down. It's exactly the same. And then I'm going to put this straight, make it nice and tight, press down, pull my drawer out, line it up just a little bit better there, and press down well. Now, that should work beautifully. Put my drawer back in. This time I want to flip it over. Do the opposite direction so I can start decorating the front. And in my pack, I've got all kinds of little goodies here. I'm going to take number 19 and 20. 19 will be the top, 20 will be the bottom. So I'm going to put my decorative paper on there. Now you can decorate any way you like, guys. I'm just showing you what I did, and you can duplicate or you can substitute however you feel comfortable doing it, because I did include extra paper in your kit to make sure you have plenty of this gold and the green plaid. And then I'll smooth that out, as always, burnishing it down. Very good. Do the second one, same way. think I'm gonna have to take a pen to my glue gun. I think I've got it stopped up. Have no fear, I have glue. I like to be prepared. Oops, I want to do the other side. The mats are cut to 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. So I've already pre-cut the paper pieces that go on there. They're here somewhere. There we go. Sitting right beside me out in the open. You know how it goes. Now, since I last talked to you, a few things have happened. Western North Carolina got hit by Hurricane Helene, and it was devastating in our area. So my sporadic videos this time are good compared to what I expected to be able to do for you, because we didn't have power for days and days. And we've just gotten it back with water and everything and internet. So I'm trying to hurry and get the videos done before the kits are mailed. So if I act a little nervous or jumpy, it's because we're still recuperating from all this. This is also the centerpiece that I picked. It's the one that I did here. And I also have a border here. I decided to go with a shorter border on this, so I'm going to just glue it down directly on top like that. We did well, but our little hometown is completely washed away. I think 3 businesses survived. It's just terrible. Little old Fort, North Carolina. All the bridges were out. Interstate 40 was out. We couldn't even get to Asheville, North Carolina for days to be able to do anything. I still have family that don't have a home, so it's a little upsetting and nerve-wracking, but we're doing very, very well, and I will get these videos done and everything back to normal here as quick as I can, because you guys deserve to have some happiness come in the mail, and I like to dish it out. It should not delay the next kit, I hope. So let me finish getting this one together. Now, I didn't give a very big mat for this because I didn't cut it as narrow. Ooh, I like this one though. This is cool. All right, we're just going to kind of do a narrow on the side and a little wider. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. Now, before I put this down, I want to stop you because this needs to have this ribbon added to it. And it's always best to add your ribbon before you mount it, because you can tuck the ends on the back. So I'll take some mounting foam, stick it on here, because I'm going to pop this piece up anyway. Put a couple of long pieces on here. Yeah, the roads are filled with Army and National Guard, and helicopters are the only thing allowed to fly overhead because they're delivering supplies to our area. It's like a war zone. It really is. I'm just amazed. And then we had a murder next door last night. Yeah, and when the drama starts, it just keeps on going, folks. 2 o'clock in the morning, gunshot, and somebody killed somebody next door. What can I say? You never know what you're going to hear next in my videos, do you? Okay, so back to this. I'm not making this up either. This is all true stuff. Then I'm going to stick this down like this. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to glue it onto our box. You can also do this directly onto the box, but I find it easier to do off of the sleeve before I stick it on there. Now I'll stick this on to the top. Isn't that pretty? Very nice. Then I'll glue my sides on and my bottom, and we'll be through with this sleeve, moving right along to the next one. Hopefully this video won't be very long. Okay. You don't know how you appreciate things till you go without for a week at a time. And there are still families that are much, much worse off. Oh my goodness, we're blessed to have what we have. And we're helping as many as we can. So anyway, like I said, my videos now, this particular month, are just a little bit haphazard. I was in the middle of doing a perfect video when the power went out permanently. a week or so ago. All right, and I'll take this drawer out, press all my sides, make sure I've got it nice and flat, even my side pieces. And we knocked out number B. B is done. I'm going to slide it in from the top because I like to put them in this way into the box that contains the sleeves. Nice, firm fit. Now let's go ahead and jump into the next one. This is C. And we're going to do C same way. I'm going to take my goodies out of the package here. And if you don't need my guidance here, you can skip to the next video. I'm just going to complete the sleeves here and then jump to another video. So if you don't need my guidance, you go ahead, jump off, and we'll catch you at the next one. Again, same thing. I'm going to make my sleeve. Probably not going to talk very much this time. Just get this done. The drawer for this one is right here. Measurements are the same as before, 5 1/4 by 4 for the top and the bottom, and 3/4 of an inch for the sides. And then on your cutting guide, you'll see all the other pieces are pre-measured for you. I'm going to go ahead, leave that right where it is, take this one here and this piece here and glue them down. So that's the reason why my lighting's a little off. Everything's changed. I had to move my desk in front of the windows to get light. So we're in good shape now compared to where we were. Then on the cover, and this is the cover, so I'm going to flip board upside down so I can press down on this. I didn't complete it before I put it on the sleeve there. So I'm going to glue the yellow down to the green. Good deal. Now I'm going to glue the decorative paper onto here. If you wish to distress it with the brown ink, just go through and do it. I'm not going to do very much of it here because I'm flying through the video, just to get rid of those white edges. Glue that down. And once again, we're going to pop this up, but we need to put the embossed sleeve piece on there first. So I'm going to stick this down here with the glue. And then over here, I'm going to take, again, an embossed strip that I pre-did for you. Glue that into place. Well, I did get it crooked, didn't I? It's okay. It's been that kind of week. We can live with it. And then I'm going to pop this up as well. Let me get some foam tape. I found that foam tape holds really well on anything that is embossed for some reason. I'm not going to put a lot on there. That's plenty. Pop this on here. And there we have it. We have C done. Now let's get the last one done. And the very last one is going to be the timeless one. Okay. The timeless one has the green, but it has some of the stickers on it as well. And I am going to distress some of the edges on it. So I'm going to quickly go through this one. I would tell you just to duplicate, but you'd miss out on a couple of hints, so we'll do it with you. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and do our thing here. Okay, and then there's the drawer for it, so I can use it to help me here. Nice. Go ahead and stick the back panel on while it's in there. That's not the one I'm duplicating. I need to make sure I have the right one. You guys will get very confused if I put the wrong paper on the wrong sleeve. It's confusing for me, and I designed it, so I really like this paper. This is one of my favorite collections. All right, let's put this down like this. Put this is on the back, so I'm just going to quickly stick it on there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and quickly do my sides. Get them out of the way. So that all the pieces that are left are going to be just for the top. I'll glue those down. Yeah, during Hurricane Helene, We got 25 inches of rain, I believe, in less than 24 hours. And it flooded areas that had never been flooded before. And took out everything. My craft room is on the ground floor, and I went out and built a dam in front of it because my studio was on the same concrete slab as my driveway, and my driveway was underwater by about 8 inches. And my backyard was our lake. Oh, it wasn't a lake, but our privacy fence dammed it up like a lake up to 1.5 feet. And I was doing my best to keep it out of this room because I have a lot of paper in here and I didn't want anything damp. So anyway, that's the reason why that rain affected us so badly. It was just an unbelievable amount dropped on us quickly. And it's been on the national news for over a week. If you haven't seen it, you've not been watching TV. You can get to my house now, so that's a good thing. There's a lot of my friends that you can't get to their homes at all. They're helicoptering in rations and stuff. So you just never know. All right, now I'm going to take my Distress ink and I'm going to quickly go around the edges because this is more of a montage, collage type appearance. If you're not familiar with that term, that's kind of like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Junk journal type thing, where they collect and they do abstracts, collages of different colors and mix it together to be interesting, usually by theme. I'll just go through and do them all real quick. Okay, now I'm going to stick this one as my main piece, goes on here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And again, the main panel I will pop up. So I'm just going to glue this to the green right now. There we go. And then on this piece here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this all the way up next to the edge of the green with glue. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Smooth that out. Then I'm going to take this piece here, and again, same thing. I'm going to add the glue. Adhere that down on top of it, up in the upper corner here. Oops, it slid on me when I smoothed it. Then I'm going to take this one and pop it up on top of this whole piece here. You guessed it, same thing. You can use pop-up dots, pop-up squares. You don't even have to pop it up if you don't want to. It's just what I like doing. I'll stick this down right in the center. And then on my sticker sheet, there's a border down here. I'm going to take a little bit of that border right over to the B, and I'm going to pop that on to this as well. It kind of ties in those colors a little bit. I just like the effect. See how it looks on there? Looks great. You could add more down here if you want to. And then I'm going to take the word timeless, pull that up, pop out the center, and I'm going to put that right here on top of that. Now I'm going to glue all of that to the top of my sleeve, And we'll be done with all of our sleeves. And done with the main project. So I'll stick this on here. Now in the videos to come, I've got some techniques to show you how to use the vinyl that's in your thing, your kit, and then how to use the gold leafing and stuff. So don't miss out on the other videos as well, just because you completed this one kit. So now we're going to take these. We're going to stick all of our completed drawers. Oops, I did it again. It's upside down. I like the drawer to go pull out from the top. Stick all of these in here. And one more. And you can fill these with envelopes, note cards. You can use them for your own personal card collection. Make one happy birthday, one thank you, sympathy. You can use them for that. You can use them for your postage stamps. You can use them for just about anything. One lady was going to suggest that use for little pieces of die cuts. Put leaves in one and flowers in one and that kind of thing. But you can use it however you like. So thanks for joining me with the main project. I think it's gorgeous, and I can't wait to move on to the next one. So let's move on to the next project now. Thanks for watching.